So when I was growing up, I had the chance to spend 2 summers in Nagoya with my grandparents, and I remember watching them bring the rice that hadn't been produced yet into the factory, and then jumping in to help with like the fun things that were being done in the production facility. And it's just crazy because I never expected that I would have ended up here in Japan doing the same thing, but in a completely different part of agriculture with tea. And I still remember the first few times where I had like Japanese green tea back with my grandparents, and it was really interesting because at the time, it tasted good. I didn't really think about it, but when I had matcha for the first time after like 8 years, when Sana brought it home for the first time, I remember seeing it and seeing what she was doing. I had no idea it was matcha because it was almost yellow. It was in a glass jar sold by this brand that's been around in the US for a while. And here I am, it's almost 2018, it's almost 8 years since that happened. I still remember in 2015, and I still remember before my grandfather passed away, we went on this I think it was such an impactful walk because I had never really thought of my family in Japan being proud of anything that I had done because I didn't even know that they knew what I was up to. And I remember walking by the Ando Komeya-san sign, the sign that our family had outside of the factory. And he was telling me, I think it's really cool what you're doing right now. And at the time I was modeling and trying all these different things. And I remember that moment. I turned to him and I said, no, what I want to do is I want to build a business like you did here in Japan. And I still remember he said, "Dekiru yo, ganbatte ne." And I don't know, that little interaction, which probably was not a big deal to him at all, meant the absolute world to me and has inspired pretty much everything that we're doing here. So it's just nuts, a month on a farm now and we got a few weeks left, and it feels absolutely crazy that I'm here. All right, that's it. That's a wrap for the day.